I should be able to overlap my music with the, but I can't. Anyway, welcome to the stream. That's ready to go. You know what I mean? Yeah, how many times? Can you imagine how many times I've heard that tune? You don't want to know. Hey, happy Saturday, Hobie gal. Wow, thanks for the sentiment. It's a reasonably happy Saturday. It's it's about as happy as I'd really want a Saturday to be. And I hope everyone is having a lovely Saturday, a lovely weekend. I enjoy my weekends. I'm actually looking forward to Monday. In fact, in the announcements department, I have to announce today. It's probably early since not much people here. Maybe I'll announce it again later. But Monday's stream is canceled. But just this Monday, just this one time, it's canceled. It's I don't know what that's supposed to X'd out. The reason why Monday is canceled is because it's everyone in the office day, because my boss's boss and her boss is coming in from out of town to visit, so they kind of need the everyone in the office. So I have to kind of switch around what days I go to the office. Normally it's Tuesdays and Thursdays and Fridays. But I'm kind of excited because it'll be a fun day in the office on Monday with a lot of people and stuff going on, rather than and then like Fridays I'm usually the only person there. It's a small office. Anyway, the point is we're in California. Everyone else in the company is either in Atlanta, Georgia, or Minneapolis, because it's a huge company, but that's where their major kind of business centers are. And there's also a group of people in Knoxville, Tennessee, but we're the only group of people out in California. We're very we're kind of considered the weirdos in the company for that reason, but we're respected for various reasons, our group. Anyway, cheers. Let's get back to what the business of the day, which is to have a Ken Schneider Niner web stream. Here's the Diet Coke. I don't know how many nines are in that. Don't care. It's Kench is the important part. Look at that. It's talking to me. It's saying, fizz, drink me. It's just regular Diet Coke. I don't know what it tastes like. Is it fruity? Is it spicy? Is it, I don't know, garlicky? No, none of those. All right, so let's talk about we're at the introductory phase of the stream, and I always like to relax a little bit. Don't want to dive right into the flying, I like to chat a little bit with myself, kind of look at my stream, check out the things in the stream, like the Himalayan salt lamp, the Love Lego. Hey, there's more Lego to build. I'll show you. In fact, in part of the introductory stream, I'm going to show you how far I got yesterday in part 1. Today will be part 2. Tomorrow is Sunday, hopefully part 3. But then Monday is obviously not a Lego building day. I won't be finishing it till next week. It's the brand new Hubble Space Telescope Lego. It's going to be a really cool model. What I've got so far, here, I'll show you what I have. I mean, this is going to be the base that holds up the telescope. It is not any part of the telescope itself, but includes this cool, important dates. And this whole thing here opens up. This little front thing opens up for some reason, but I'm not sure, obviously intentionally. And it's got these cool, if you see through you can't really see through but you see through the light that they're transparent. It's pretty elaborate already. That's just the base. Now what part, and then there's a couple of astronaut minifigures, but they're very detailed minifigs. I mean, I'm used to really detailed minifigs, and this one's out there. It's got a lot of little pieces to it. So he'll be attached to the outside doing maintenance work on the Hubble. And then this doesn't look much like a telescope. And this is basically the interior mechanism of the bottom of part of the Hubble. So yeah, we have built basically nothing that you'll see on the outside. I mean, we're only 2 bags in, and there's 10 bags, I believe. So yeah, I'm excited, but it'll start to come together a little bit after today. I think maybe tomorrow. So yeah, I'll be flying around today. Don't know where to go. Actually, yesterday, one of my regular viewers, sad to say, requested I fly around the mountains of Norway, so that's where it is. I don't know. Well, we'll figure it out. I'll look at the map. Maybe we'll toss the map and touch pins at the country of Norway. I know if you fly around Norway and you go to the very north part of it, you can see the Northern Lights, but that's only certain times of the months of the year, and this is not one of them. It'd be like September or October, November. Let's see. I don't know what we're going to fly around. Right, so fly around a bit. Then there'll be the big brain games. That's where we turn off the flight simulator. We go into the just chatting category. I bring up the web browser. We play these daily brain games, puzzle games that they're available for free. Ad-supported games. We got the Quirtle. We got the Revealed. We have the Tightrope Trivia Quiz. We have the Reunion. We have the Loop. We have the New York Times Connections, followed by me doing an Octurtle. And that constitutes the big brain games today. But basically something I do on a daily basis, even on the days I don't stream. This is just something I do, on stream. Daily stuff I do. Daily, I stare at the camera, even on the days I don't stream. And I talk about what the day is going to be like the rest of the day. Okay, so then there'll be the musical break, or the mid-roll, I call it, followed by the musical performance. This is a very complicated show today. Oh, preview of the guitar, you ask? Okay. Let me plug this in here. Very unusual guitar. Never play this one. I mean, rarely, and that's the reason why we're playing it. It's got to have it stay in the sun. I have recently put new strings on it. It's a nylon string. Can you hear it? It's a Godin 6-string nylon string electric guitar. I'll be talking about that. This guitar has a very long name, and it has a very interesting reason why I own this guitar. We'll be talking about that too. The short story of why I own this guitar is Leonard Cohen. That's the short version of the story. It's really shiny black. It's a beautifully finished guitar, and it's the wood. It's got that wood thing there. There's wood going on where you kind of expect binding. It's got an electronics package. Well, you might like to play it. Anyway, the full name of this guitar is the Godin Multiac ACS SA Slim. Yes, all those things. The Slim refers to the neck profile. ACS SA refers to the specific electronics package, which includes a 12 or a six individual string output. I'm not using that output, but it has a whole preamp package here. You can control the volume, so it's pretty cool. It's basically a one-of-a-kind design. And the Multiac refers to the body design. Oh, and nylon is part of it. They also make like a steel string version of this. The really interesting thing is where's the pickups? They're actually these gold things. Where the string is being held up. These little gold things have little piezoelectric crystals in them. It's kind of magic. So it doesn't have any kind of hollow body. So it doesn't have any kind of wood sound to it, but it definitely has a nylon feel. I'll plug it in and dig around on it and see if you guys like it. I will see. Anyway, and then after whatever I feel like is the correct amount of time to be playing guitar, there will be a Lego building session. Lego building session. It's right there in the title. Number 2 says Hubble Lego. So I'll show a picture of what it's going to look like because I'm wasting time. So I just want to say, this is a picture of what it'll eventually look like. And we built a part, I built yesterday, the part that's kind of inside this thing, but is completely enclosed by the bottom part here. A very short part of this here, like from there to there. But I can kind of see what we built, and then we built the base, which is down there, right? Got a lot to go. It's going to be really cool looking, I have a feeling, though, and, have all sorts of fun moving parts. So pretty psyched. From what I can tell, this kit just came out like last week, or like it started shipping last week because it just popped up, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, "Ooh!" I'm always on the lookout for Lego, but it has to vibe with me. It has to, can't be too expensive, can't be too, it's got to have. I don't have a lot of display space, so it has to be something that kind of doesn't take up a huge amount of display area. Anyway, and science and Lego icons, which is that thing. That's a really good stuff. All right, so again, we're gonna have to pick up. Oh yeah, we already decided because we had a request yesterday. I don't know if he's gonna come around today. That it's going to be Norway and kind of the mountains of Norway. Let's not worry about that for now. But I'm going to assume that we're going to need a jet. We're not going to, obviously of some kind. Fortunately, I own several. I own quite a few. That always comes in handy. Excuse me. How about the F-86? Sure. It's one of. By the way, they've moved around some of these buttons for the latest. There's a really, really recent update. So before this configure your aircraft was down here next to save and back, and I'm just starting to figure. Other than that, I don't know if they moved around. This all stuff seems normal. I guess I should look at a video that says here's what's been updated in the latest one. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, we have a ton of these liveries. This is you have to buy it plane, I believe. You have to pay money. So those usually include a ton of liveries. I don't think we have the Norwegian Air Force in here. That's for sure. You know what I don't? What is this, by the way? Royal Canadian Air Force Golden Hawks. I almost never fly that. It's the default one. Let's just fly it. All right, so, okay, I don't know where to go. Let's, hundreds of fixes and added the bush trips back in. Yeah, no, I looked at the release notes. It was very, very large because it talked about individual planes. A lot of individual planes have had minor fixes. It looks like they've saved up a lot of stuff for the fix. But based on what I saw, at least it's running. I mean, okay, so that's Denmark. So that's going to be Sweden. It's like this is Norway over here, right? That's Lithuania. What's this one here? Or is that Lithuania? Man, I'm not 100% sure. Hold on a second here. Think that I'm gonna have to double check. I didn't, hey, I don't know where I'm gonna go in. I want to go near a city, but also a city that's a mountainous city because that's been requested. So I said like Oslo. They're like no. Okay, but I'm like, well, Okay, yeah. So Oslo is. Oh no. Okay, Norway's to the way to this side over here. That's Oslo here. Right? Yeah, okay. Okay, we definitely know that's Norway, sorry. But the mountainous part of Norway is kind of to the west. And it's pretty dang mountainous. This might be kind of fun. There's some national park activity. So it'd be up over here. You can't really see, but there's the water. Right? What kind of places are this? It's got a helipad. What's this down here? Oh, it's got more. 3,900 feet. I wonder if we could take off from here. I know this is Norway. It's in the middle of nowhere, Norway. We'll kind of figure out where we get when we get there. ENFL. It has a parking ramp. Are we going to cold start it? Yeah. Boy, that took a while to figure out, though. It took a while for me to think about it. Because, yeah, I like cold turning. Oh, hopefully this thing will come back in and turn off. I like cold turning. But obviously, there is a weather and time issue. It's late in the day there, which I don't care about, but you can see there's no visibility. So I will change that. We will override the weather, as I say many times. I prefer not to, but you can see it's pretty nasty and rainy out. Okay, so that's working. It's not really rain. Oh, yeah, it is raining. You can see it's raining. We can fix that. All right, let's get this thing started first. I'm pretty sure I remember there's a bunch of buttons, but they're not too complicated. Okay, engine master, external power to on. Open up that thing a little, the throttle to there. Okay, idle. Is there a fuel master? I kind of think there is. And I may have forgot where it is. I'll have to look around a bit. Let's just check around here. There may not be a fuel master. That's lights, canopy. We don't really need anything on those red. I think we're pretty much ready to start. On this side, that's radio. Oh, I never even looked down there. Oh, that's your oxygen system. Kind of cool. It actually has some good, compared to a lot of these planes, it has good presets here. Okay, we're ready to start the engine. Engine battery to starter. And you can see we have the external power unit plugged in, which is kind of cool. It's very realistic. These planes would not have been able to start themselves, on their own. And typically, this didn't have. Jets require a lot of battery power to spin up the engines before they even ignite. And you'll see this one will eventually. This one does have an auto ignition sequence, I believe. We don't have to. Is it on Flight Sim, or is it on FlightSim.to, or is it on in the store? I know you've done it. It's a very powerful. I probably should get it. If you recommend it, I mean, you've recommended a lot of stuff that I've always liked. I think it's going to come out, and we want to watch the temperature gauge. Okay, fuel flow, fuel pressure. Oh yeah, exhaust temperature is coming up there. Oh wait, it's Flight Sim. Yeah, I've gotten a bunch of stuff off there. Well, not a bunch, but I have that big Liberator, and I should get the Vertigo. The free stuff they have is very good. You can see the exhaust temperature is 690, almost 700 degrees. Centigrade, super hot. This thing is running hot. Okay, that's fine. That's a jet for you. All right, I'm already deciding we're not going to see anything in the natural weather. So we're going to customize that. Turning off the live weather and making it scattered clouds. Also, time of day. I guess it's really late in the day there. Whoops. Did that not take? Yeah, it did not take. That seems like a bug. It's really late in the day, but it looks like just after sunset. It might actually be pretty time. A lot of shadow. Or just before sunset. Right around sunset. All right, so we can turn off the external power. And now we're running... now we're charging the battery. Actually, it's the same switch to turn effectively the alternator on. All right, so now we're on battery power. We can remove the external power to off, and that removes that little dude there. We should have radio. Oh, electrical systems for the radio. Where do I turn that on? Should figure. Oh yeah, I kind of remember. It's one of these little thingies down here. Power on. Very nice. Oh, and it came right on. Beautiful. Now it's taxi. We're out of here. Until I kind of get up in the air, I'm not exactly sure where we're going. Okay. Chocks off, parking brake off. You gotta, this plane, I mean, it has an early jet, single jet plane. And as such, the engine really needs to get some RPMs under it to generate a lot of forward power. You think it's not going, and it's not going to get you moving, but it gets you moving. And then once it does, you gotta back off the power a little bit. Yeah, I do kind of like the overpowered planes, but and that's apparently it's the turbine. All right, so which way? There's some down that way. I'm not sure exactly which way. We got some long ass shadows. Which way does it want us to go? Runway 25. Okay, it wants us to come down this way and take off to the right. So wow, that is a shadow and a half there. It's actually the sun is actually gonna set during this flight. But you see, look how beautiful. Already, this is a gorgeous area of the world. It's somewhere northwest, like 150 miles northwest of Oslo. Rather than, normally if we do, we're going to come around here and turn around on the apron here. Normally if I do Norway, I'm always careful to kind of do at least one major city. Trollheim or something. All right, runway 25 here. All right, we're going to have to get ready for takeoff. We're going to put our brakes. It's our takeoff. All right, so we need a little bit of flap here. So we're going to put our flap. Oh yeah, flap down. There we go. That's about the right amount of flap. That's about the right amount of flap. A little bit of positive trim. All right, we're going to build up full power of the engine. You don't want to jam the accelerator too hard on these. You want them to come up to speed. You want to flood the engine out. Several early jet engines will flood out if you don't kind of, there we go, full speed there. It doesn't have afterburners, but it gets you going. The afterburners had not been invented. But you think you got plenty of power, but you're going to need that. We're going to need all that power. Because we need, 60, we're going to 70 knots. We need about 130 knots to rotate. Well, it should start coming up off the screen like that. 125 knots. We can rotate. But yeah, a 4,000 foot runway is kind of short for this plane. I could probably land there, but it's already gorgeous here. Okay, flaps in, gear in, tucks in. Then we can really start bringing the engine down because now we're really ready to go here. All right, so that's flying towards the water, but there's a million of these little desolate islands here. You think they're desolate, and look, there's like little roads and houses on them. Wow. Okay, so there's an airport there, and that's the city of Floro, Norway. Oh my goodness. Wow, what a vista. I just picked it random off the map. I couldn't even see it because it was cloud covered. Alright, so we're going to get back to fly this plane effectively, you're going to need some negative trim and reduce the power. We're already doing 250 knots. But you can see we're flying, we're actually going northwest, right? Oh, the map, did the map change? The map looks different, real different, right? It's topographical by default now. It changed, the upper left map changed. I like it, I way prefer that. But even better, I can bring out my flight planner. And you can see where we are. We're way off the coast here. If we head any further west, we'd be way out of the ocean. There's nothing there forever. Right, okay. So we're not heading west. We're gonna head east, which is good, because the sun's gonna set. So these are basically all like, you can see these are all like fjords, I think. Which one would go in? Maybe we should go up that one there. I'm also thinking about going up this one up ahead here. We're getting some good speed. That's why one of the reasons I picked this plane is because it's fast. Because we're covering some real ground here. But this is, yeah, middle of nowhere. So there's a lot of these places that are listed as, regional geoparks, like places where you can't hunt. There's no hunting allowed. We're already losing the sun is heading down. And by the way, I left it the real time on, but once it gets really dark, I find it's not as fun to sightsee. Especially if you're on an area where it's not like lights are going to come on. We definitely get those great shadows, but then just past dusk, it starts getting kind of muddy looking. But you can see here that people are living here. Eventually, I will come up with a point of interest that's named. Actually, what is this one? Hold on one second. Calvag. Because I should be near that on this map. Calvag, Norway. Oh, yeah, see, I was further north than I thought. Okay, there we go. So that's where I am. Yeah, there's going to be little tiny towns all the way up and down this fjord, which is this direction and goes forever. I mean, these are all glaciers receding from the last ice age or something like that. And they shaped the coast to have these very long channels that go into the ocean, but go deep into the country in many cases. And it's fun here. We're seeing the signs of less power here. To about there. Okay, what's our temperatures looking at? Like there. Engine's good. Flow. It's also a little hot. That's fine. I'm in north. You can see they're putting up wind turbines to generate electricity, which is probably very effective. It's probably very windy, very consistent wind around here. And I don't know where the community is. It's probably fairly nearby that uses the electricity. But it's very isolated. Imagine how they get these out here, get this equipment out here, heavy equipment. Yeah, okay, so here's where the power, it's kind of cool. You can, oops, out. Here's where the power, we're fine. The power is distributed using this power system. I kind of want to see where this is going to lead to. Oh, Svelgen. It's going to Svelgen. I'm sure it's Svel over in Svelgen. Let's find out. Actually, I'm going to say it's Swedish, but we're in frickin' Norway. They don't like Swedes over there. So you get good Swedish food, presumably, or Norwegian food here. Then we'll go back to the other fjord. I don't know. This is all pretty. That's what it looks like out the window. Okay, we're going to... So those wind turbines help provide electricity for this gorgeous little Norwegian town in the middle of nowhere. And it's kind of a nice looking, it's kind of a decent looking town. It's got like a square, it's got a school with a field, it's got a church, it's got like a docking things. It's pretty. I wonder if this is freshwater here. Like, and then they have a dam. That's effectively an earthen dam. And because that's anything in a fjord is, it's salt water. Because it's the sea, but you need fresh water. And I'm thinking this probably is fresh. And that's what feeds that community. That would be plenty of fresh water for a community. All right, a little more power because I got to make it over this cliffy here thing. You get some, we're already needed to get like it looks like it's going to be really high, but it's only like 3,000 feet up. We're in the Royal Canadian Air Force. For some reason, we're way over here in Norway. I don't know why. But I want to head over, we were heading east again. I want to head over kind of north and see if we can hook up with this this major fjord activity. But yeah, it's really, 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 you wouldn't want to crash here. There's like, nobody to get in. I guess a helicopter could get in, rescue you maybe. But as many places in the world, they're just so desolate and far away from any kind of anything. Yeah, I think they changed the default visual cue on the upper left to be topographical, which is nice. There's some more. Oh man, this is really, really, really. It just doesn't look like anywhere else. It just looks like Norway or the Scandinavian areas. Okay, now where am I heading here? Okay, that's north. Okay, I want to keep going a little bit further. Right? Yeah, we're going to go this way. There's actually going to be like a big enough city to have an airport up ahead, which might land at. Eventually, it's a ways up. And up at this altitude, we can still see the sun, but it's kind of hard to tell, but it's literally on the horizon. And again, I'm keeping live time of day on, even though it's raining and it's raining and overcast there. Okay, this is Kjolsdalen. Cold area, I don't know. Kjolsdalen. Okay, hold on. The reason why I'm pausing is because this plane is not on autopilot. It's going to crash if I don't. Okay, and I'm using Google Maps as a navigation. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Yep, exactly where I want to get at. All right, we're heading deep into Norway. This is not deep into Norway. This is you practically see the ocean from here. I mean, in a ways back. And these fjords go hundreds of miles. Okay, so yeah, I see that on the map. Kielzone. We're about a third of the way through this fjord. But yeah, there's a road that goes along that side. There's no road along that south edge. I guess there's small roads, but no kind of major road. So most of the little communities we see are going to be on this north side of this fjord here. Then it kind of bifurcates there. Well, it does, and they both go back a long way separately. Both this one go like hundreds of miles back, and they don't meet up. It's hard to describe, but they kind of, and this is where they connect up. But then once you're on one, you're on the different one. We're going to take the north one here, I think. Actually, though, the south, it doesn't matter. It takes them a while for them to diverge. But yeah, all these are all kind of, fjord side communities here. Torvika. And it's beautiful. It is certainly a mountain. It's beautiful, and this far north, you're getting that real yearly effect where in the winter you very rarely see the sun, and in the summer it's sunny till like 3 in the morning, kind of, or whatever, till midnight. I want to go over here and see what this is over here. It's Harpesfossen. I can't pronounce the Norwegian. Okay, keep looking. This is quite cultivated land here. I wonder what they're growing. Maybe grapes for wine or something up here. Mountain areas can grow good wine. This is Harpesfossen. I have no idea what it's pronounced. Maybe some of these are like, I don't know, ski towns or something in the winter, and we're just not here when it's skiing, or just people want to live out here. I don't know. It's really rare. All right, wait, which way? Back to the fjord. Yeah, I agree. I mean, you can go anywhere in the world, and I like to say, I've been to the pyramids, and I've been to all over the world, all the major capitals. Again, I've turned off local weather. I like to keep it on because it's raining like cats and dogs there. It's August, but it is the time of day, and the sun is setting there. You get this beautiful, what is going on here? Nordfjording. Wait, and like the fjord stops and then starts again. I do not understand what I'm looking at here. Give me 1 second. Oh yeah. I see this on the map. That's Nordfjord and yeah, it's hard to describe, but I'm looking at it with Google Maps, and that's exactly what it looks like. Yeah, that's it. It goes there, and then it becomes kind of a little river, and then it becomes a fjord again. I mean, that's a saltwater river, I think, right? These are, well, I don't know for sure. I don't know how that works. I don't know much about Norway. Anyway, so I just set the weather to scattered clouds, so it'll be realistically. Is that are there like fishing boats down in this area down there, or like boats or something? There's a little boat down there. Little boats. It's kind of cool. I've not realized there'd be boats. Well, you know, wherever there are people, there are probably gonna be boats. I'm too high up. I want to fly low. Yeah, I mean, it's not just that you can fly anywhere. You can fly in all sorts of planes that normally you would not be able to even touch in the real world, much less fly. You know, and keep your skills up on single fighter jets and ultralights. I was trying to fly the 707 the other day. That didn't go too terribly. It wasn't great. For VR gaming, do I have contacts, or do I get the lenses that use our prescription? I went and splurged. It's like $50, and I know my prescription. I got like a whole bunch of different glasses. I got like 30 glasses. So yeah, for the VR glasses behind you, they have inserts that you pop in that I ordered. I don't remember which one I ordered from. I think they were only $50. And so yeah, when I wear the VR, there they are. When I wear those, they have them in them. I think I have another pair, and I have like a second thing. Yeah, I take the glasses off, and they're corrected. The only issue is if somebody else wants to wear my thing, I have to remember to take them off and put them on again. But that never happens. Let me put it that way. I don't even use them that much. But yeah, I do like to have them corrected. Well, if you're already going to spend $400 or $500 on a pair of VR, I think they do increase the comfort level if you're going to play, because your glasses aren't going to be pushed onto your face. You know, it works. I think these might fit. They might be a little big. You need like a small pair of glasses. It becomes kind of a pain in the ass, and then you don't have to worry about it. But then, yeah, then there's, you know, those VR are prescription to you personally. But I would say they are worth it in that they're not that much more expensive over over what you're already spending for VR glasses. I need to update those and use them more, because there's always like one or two really cool things, and then a whole bunch of stuff that's just like that just makes me sick. I haven't really done a lot of trying to use the VR system to play Microsoft Flight Simulator, mainly because I'm just stuck in my ways, and I've been doing this way for so long. All right, we're down here still in this vale, but I lost the fjord. I gotta find the fjord. Where the fuck fjord? Oh, it's down. We already made it all the way to the end, practically. Where is that airport? I missed the airport. Look, it's because we're going really fast. I got distracted. We're gonna go up here. We're gonna cross over here. I'm sure there's an airport in here. I saw it. Oh yeah, it's down there. So I can see it on the upper left thing. I wonder if it could be landed on. I don't know. I think it's on ahead there, right? Or is it? I don't know what it is. It's not really showing on this thing. Oh yeah, it's that. Isn't this like tiny? We'll find out. I've landed on postage stamps before, but yeah, the effect of the sun on and the shading and the shadowing is really, it's kind of fun. It's not perfect, but it does add a lot to it. Okay, I think there's a little airport up here. It's about 3,000 foot runway, but it is hard. You know, it's not dirt. Right? It's ENSD. I think, let's just check it out. More info. Runway. 2,700 feet. Marginal. So so we're gonna try it. I like the challenges. But as I say, it's not a flight if we don't start the engines. Well, it is, but I prefer to cold start the engines. You know, learn that procedure. Hopefully, sometimes it doesn't work, but usually sometimes it's bugged. But some of them have very interesting, complicated, you know, and I kind of like fun start procedures just for the engine and kind of the electronics and stuff. And then, you know, the landing, which is kind of the white knuckle part of the whole thing here. So we're going to kind of have to over this hill before I can even kind of find the right glide slope. So we're going to do this here. I think this STG is up ahead here is a navigation point for ENSD. We'll see in a second. It is definitely a little hazy up here. You can see there's a lot to see up here. Beautiful though. It's, you know, I like, you know, these places. I've never been here. I've been a lot of places in the world, but this is Western Norway. Haven't really been to. I think it's down there. Oh, that makes sense. Now we want to start losing altitude here and speed. Flaps go down because that'll slow me down a bit. It's right on the. Ooh, I don't know where it is. Oh, it's right over there. Okay, this is a challenging approach because we kind of basically have to rub the left that where you'll see it. You know, just come in just to the. Basically, our wings will be rubbing just to the left of that ridge there. Wait, I'll see it a second. Let's get more power here. I got my flaps down, which is good. I've never landed here before. It's Renda Bigda. Is there a little towns or something? Wow. It's amazing where human beings have decided it's a good place to put down their, you know, call home. You know what I mean? All right. I'm trying to figure out how this is going to work. Oh, yeah, okay. I want to be on the left side of this channel, not the right side. So that's my first problem. But as I say, I was, you know, coming into, there's thousands of airports. I've never landed on this one. What's our speed? Anymore. So what I mean is that we need to come real close to this thing here in order to get a line up on this runway. We're still like a couple miles away. It's called Anda. Okay, more power here. Okay. Is that the runway there? I think it is. So at this point, we're gonna put some gear down. It's always good to have your gear down if you want to land. And then start watching our approach speed very carefully. Right, and that's the runway there. It's got to be, yeah, it's right there. It's got to be it. And never heard it. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. This is frickin' Norway, mountains of Norway, by the way. It's beautiful, and it's the real time. It's actually it was a lovely sunset flight. It's a beautiful part of the world. This runway is basically a postage stamp, so I'm going to kind of come in kind of low and slow. It's a vibe flying this plane. Oh, a little high. A little too high. I mean, I gotta assume that what that cut in the forest, I've never seen this before. A little more power. I don't know where we are. We have to make a right turn to get to the runway from here. I mean, is it right here? Oh, that's a really short runway. We'll braking. I'm good at this. Don't step up to my landing ability. And don't try doing this at home. Let me turn around here. That's full braking. So I barely made it. In terms of braking. I didn't put my speed brakes out, which I could have done. Not a bad, I mean, as again, never run here. I'm going to see if I can get back to the little areas here. But yeah, you can see there's no visibility on either side. Well, I mean, look at the terrain. Let me put it this way: the terrain is crazy on both sides. But you can see it's a real runway. It's just not set up for jets. It'd be fine for any kind of propeller plane. But except for the fact, like, you take off and then you've got to immediately make a left turn or you'll hit that hill there. I mean, it's fine now, but what if it's nighttime or foggy? You know what I mean? These are typical airports which never should be. People will say, you never operate out here at bad weather, i.e., or at night. Most of the time, in other words. But this is really cool. As I said, never been here before, never going to be here again. Here's the DHL truck. It's kind of cool that these little carriers here, you'll see over to the left, over there we're heading towards, are carriers for gliders. So you can break your glider down. So if this is a port operated as glider, you can break your glider down and put them in those carriers and put those behind your truck, right? And you can see the gliders behind them. Let's just take a look. It's kind of interesting. Oops. Okay, we're out of the plane. We landed there. We're brakes on. What do they got? They have some stuff, some construction material over there. At least there's some interesting details. As you see, these are carriers for. And they have that cut out for the tail, because you take the wings off, you unbolt the wings, and then the fuselage goes in there, and then the wings kind of fold on top of it. And you take the side part of the tail off. It takes like an hour or two, but then you can just take it behind your. Not that heavy. They're not that heavy. They're just kind of long. I've never actually seen one of these in the real world. You know what I mean? But I imagine if you're a glider in an area where there's a lot of glider enthusiasts, and this is the kind of tow plane you typically see. It's very nicely done. A little trash cans back there. I like it. It's got a little place for you to have your lunch and watch aviation activities. Beautiful Norway. I know. Thinking about it, well, I've been up in a glider. It's pretty cool. All right, let's get into the plane and just shut her down. Shut her down. Turn the engine master off. Throttle to off. There you go. Engine's going to shut down from idle to off. Don't care about any of this stuff. Open the canopy. There you go. That's the one thing I want to do. Canopy opens. It has a satisfying slide back effect there, and a real kind of how a fighter pilot would actually look, not just like me in my baseball cap. Anyway, that was kind of cool. Diet Coke, thanks for suggesting Norway. That's long enough. We're gonna have a long stream today. Why? Don't know. Why not? All right, main menu. But that qualifies as a reasonably comprehensive. That was kind of a white knuckler landing too. Okay, hold on a second here. But made it. You gotta, the issue is on those is came out of nowhere, and then you're going 155 knots or 145 knots. All right, we're gonna go to the just chatting category for the following big brain games, which are sponsored by Merriam and Webster.com. They're not actually sponsored, but you know what I mean. Do just chatting. What do you think of that? What do you think of if we just went into just it? That's because there's no big brain games category, and even if there were, I wouldn't go in. All right, now we're just chatting. We're gonna switch over, switch hats from flying pilots to trivia masters, like I always do, and I'm always gonna do just stuff I do anyway on a normal day. All right, the warm-up game is the Quirtle Extreme. Just to get things warmed up. It's it's kind of like a Wordle, which you might have heard of. Except you got us. All right, let's see what we can come up with here. Oh, this is already an interesting. Gosh, upper left could be Ember. You got to perfect your dough stretching. Anyway, if you have any suggestions, but the point is, yeah, we should go with this pretty quickly. That was the easy one. What else we got here? We got, uh, yeah, and we've already run all the vowels. There are two E's in the one on the upper right. So it could be suede. You were saying you baked a pizza, tomato sauce, Swiss, and ham on it. Well, you've been chatting your ass off, and I have been not giving it taste. You know, here's the thing: you want people to pay attention to you. You should fucking stream. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so this could be suede, right? Suede for something at least. It could have been suede because D was available, but it wasn't suede. Okay, so now we know it's SE, right? And then something UE, segue. Okay, that's a tricky word. We're fine. We're fine. We can come back from that one. All right, now we know. Let's see. Lower right, we have an O, an M, and a D to place. I don't. Oh, in the lower left, yeah, lower left sword, because, that I'll go for that. I like it. I mean, it fits. It works. It takes all the letters, and it could be word anything. All right, that's good. All right, but the most important, no, it didn't give us. Okay, eliminated the double. Okay, now one more. We only have one guess here, so we have to get this one right. We know the D is before the I because it can't be in the position 4 or 5, and we know the M is on the outside. So it could be. I mean. Can't be diode. The I is in the wrong place, and also, let's see, could be M something. Can't be MD something. I think the M is at the M. M is at the end. Idiom. Okay, thank you. You're doing good today, because that's got all the letters we need. It's got to be. All right. So yeah, community effort. Why not? I don't give a shit. We're moving on. We're not going to do any of the other 5 of these things they do, like the quartils. We're going to move on with a different. Later, I will probably do most of them because I find them it's fun and they go pretty fast. In the order that we like to do these games, it's the reveal. Today's reveal is a place. We get this heavily redacted document. We know it's a place, and we know that the correct answer has exactly 9 letters in it, not 8, not 7, not 16, not 10, just 9. Okay. All right. The place we're looking for. Let me tell you about it. It's a blank of blank, coextensive with blank blank in southeastern blank blank U.S. The blank, mainly on blank, spills over into the blank section of the blank and includes a number of blank in the blank. It is bounded by the blank west blank and blank northeast, blank east, and blank south. Blank is often mistakenly deemed blank with blank. It's a place southeastern U.S. I'm going to guess because I think it has the right number of letters. No, it doesn't. Everglades has too many. Dang it. Oh, also, I got to get off doing that, though, because there's a bug, and I keep hitting enter, and you have to hit the enter key because I fucked up. All right, that's fine. It's not Everglade. We haven't used anything yet. Let me read it again. It's a blank blank. It's coextensive with blank blank in southeastern blank blank. I want to see what this one is. Something state. Oh, that was a bad one. Southeastern some state. South. I'm trying to think of what's in Death Valley. No. Yosemite is not in southeastern anywhere. It might be a park. It's bounded by some things. I don't know what that is. Is a blank of what? What is it? Oh, New York City. Oh my God, that was a huge one. Um, so I mean, there's only a few. Hit the enter key. It wasn't Manhattan. Or did I spell it wrong? Brooklyn doesn't have enough. The Bronx doesn't have enough. Isn't it Manhattan? Did I spell it? Did I misspell it, or is it one of those bugs? I think I may have misspelled it. Oh, yeah, I misspelled it. All right, we only need two, but that one of my bad doing states and New York City, blank, 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 and misspelling Manhattan doesn't matter. You can guess as many times. All right, we needed two reveals. Other players needed 3-point reveals. We got through it, man. It's 80% solved it. There's a picture of Manhattan. Not so hard, What can I say? But it's acceptable. All right, the next game is, don't try to help me with this. It's a very hard tightrope trivia game. I'm gonna have a little Diet Coke to get ready for it. 9 questions, multiple choice. The speed in which you answer the question is the biggest part of your score, literally. That's the way I make the rules. That's the way it works. Oh, that's a tasty Diet Coke. All right, let's get going. All right, because fast is a great thing. Blah blah. Green and black computer code. Blah blah blah. The Matrix. I just was watching that yesterday, by the way, The Matrix. I'm halfway rewatching it many times. The character receives a Figaro. It's great, Youngest says, after success with what company? Kolsch, yeah, I did not know. Could have been, never heard of any of those, that shit. 2 plane crashes. Hemingway? Must have been Hemingway for that time period. Okay, got lucky there. Abstemious. I would say that they don't eat a lot. I guess I was right. That was a good guess. I don't know that word, but I probably have heard it. In what country? That's Gang of Four over in China. Cultural Revolution. There's a large wingspan in North America. California condor, I believe. Big ass bird. Masseter is able to, I think it's a jaw muscle. Makes sense. I'm trying to make up for the fact I got one wrong. Let's see if we can go here. In which state? Brevard County's in Florida. All right, so I got one wrong, but I made it up by being pretty fast on the ones I got right and not having to ponder too much. That was a relatively easy one. Not relatively, for a Saturday. I think I probably made the 2,000 points just barely. Well, no, not quite. Ooh, okay. Wow, 2140 Walking Encyclopedia. You have to admit that's what we call a win around here. You don't have to get them all right because, as I mentioned, you can see the time bonus there, 1040 points. And I only got 800 points for getting 8 points right. It's getting them fast, which I like. I mean, because if it wasn't about getting them fast, people would just look up the answers on the internet. They cheat. You have to. And because the time bonus is so important, you're not going to get these kind of scores if you're looking stuff up on the internet. You got to know the answer. All right, that was a win. We haven't gotten a win on that one for a while. All right, the next one is called the Reunion. Let's get these games going. I do them in pretty much the same order every time. Reunion is fun. Yeah, somehow I get my really. I get really ego wrapped in this game here. So I don't know why. It's just a stupid word letter game. All right, so we got some clues here. Like the A is on the row. This E is on the column on the right. And there's a Y sitting here that's not in here. I almost always feel that when there's a Y, if it's either on the bottom row or on the bottom right specifically, if it could fit in the bottom row, could it fit there? AYN. I don't think so. But it could be the end of a million words that are something A, N, and Y. It could be canny or something like that. All right, so I'm gonna. This is a complete guess. Yeah, okay. What was wrong this time? But many times it was right. All right, it's not. There's not that A. That Y is not there, and it's not in the entire final row. All right. Well, this is gonna be tough then. I know that's a stupid guess. Well, no, it's just something I do. It's a strategy. The other thing is what letters can appear after a C, like consonants. Usually it's CH something, and there's no H's. It could be other things, but it like can't be a CR. We have what do we have? Like can't be a CM, CP, can't be CN. Um, well, this word probably ends in E then, right? Crammed. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. You're very. No, look at that. Look at that. Whoa. I was gonna kick this game. I was gonna say no way, but you pulled that one out. Are you cheating, by the way? And if you are, I don't even care. But it doesn't matter. All right. The point is that was obviously an excellent pick there. That really turned us around. Hopefully, yeah, you're smart. Whatever. Okay, this word. Okay, the I can't go there. I don't think DAIN. What could this be at the bottom? And we know there's another C in this word, but it's not cacti because it doesn't end in I. I always think if there's two C's in a word. Um, and could this word be like conceit? Conceit? No. Yeah, conceit on the right. CONCEIT. But then this word would have to be DA something NT. What could it be? Daint? DAINT? Is that a word? Is daint a word? If daint is a word, let's just find out. If daint is a word, I should be able to move this T over here and exchange it with Y as your green. I kind of think it's conceit. Okay, that made it. So this word is conceit. So we'll just. What happened? It's not conceit. Oh, concert. Shoot. Whatever. Oh, concept. Fine. All right. I fucked up. That's fine. It's stupid game. We're getting, I don't want to be here for everybody. What is this word going to be here? It's going to be, is it just going to be coy? And then this is going to be, then there'll be, no, that doesn't work. Where are they going to be? They're going to be somewhere central. All right. We think this word is daint, DAINT. Do you think that's a word? Oh, no, it isn't. Daunt, DAUNT. Daint is not a word. It's not a word, by the way. You're not that smart. Daunt is a word. Look, I'm not just going to do what you're going to say. Then this word is going to be... English isn't your name. No, you got a lot of good stuff here. I'm not mad. Trust me. Are we going to have koi? I mean, where's this Y going to go? We have an O that has to stay on this row. And it can't be OO something. Yeah, this word is going to be koi. No. Wait. No, it's going to be conic. Duh. Wait, koi. It's not going to be koi. Conic, which is an actual word. And then this word is going to be... This E has to go off. Alien. Yeah, thank you, alien. We just got that at the same time. Whatever. Because these can go that way. 17. I call that... It's not great. I got one wrong. I messed up one. Other players needed 21.8. We beat them, and we beat my average, which is coming down, by the way. It was 17.3. Now it's 17.2. But as long as it beats my average, I consider that a win. It's got 3 stars. Yeah, yeah, that was a community win. I eventually might have got crammed, but it definitely sped things up to get that. Because once you have one long word like that, all the others, you wanted to try daint, Daint, because you thought maybe it was short. Dainty was, dainty. It was like dainty word. It was a dainty version of the word dainty. You know what I mean? Come on, come on. But then I thought it was conceit because in CO and it was concept. But it also could have been concert if there was that. This word could have been a lot of things. If there was an R, there wasn't an R, but earlier in the game there was. So you know what I mean. There was a bunch of things could have gone wrong there. All right, moving along. There's 3 more games to do. We're going to loop the connections in the Octurl. All right, today's loop features ship in a bottle as the anchor pictogram. Then we have a slot machine, which is also known, by the way, commonly as a one-armed bandit. All right, we have a bunch of people jammed into a subway car. We have somebody. Oh, that is what that is. I don't know what the fuck that is. Okay. This is the wishbone. They're making a wish on the wishbone. Ship is jammed in a bottle. Yeah. It could be related. I was thinking that maybe it's related to the people jammed into a subway car. These people are playing musical chairs. Okay. See what they mean? They're 4 chairs and 5 people. You might remember when you were a kid. These are adults. These are grown-ass adults, in my opinion, playing musical chairs. They probably are the R word, development disabled. Okay. All right. Then we have sardines. You could also say that sardines, that these people are packed like sardines in a can. So we definitely know them. Maybe the bottle too, but let's put that up. But we know these are related. All right. So we got the people dancing, musical chairs. It's just a fucking doorknob. Door lever. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. There's some really tough here. Okay, this is a one of them. What are they called? What kind of door do you call that when it goes in a circle? Oh, and this is a Rolodex. Okay. Well, this is a Rolodex. I'm 100% sure that's going to be with the door that rolls. These both kind of have a rolling feature. Okay, we have a fisherman with a net. He's got to be connected to the boat, don't you think? I mean, that's kind of boat that you'd be fishing with a net from, maybe. And then we have a pair of tweezers. Oof. So I think the tweezers and the wishbone are going to go together. I mean, wishbone might go with fishbone. Fishbone, then tweezers. Oh, you use tweezers to build a fish in a bottle, boat in a bottle. That is a tool that is used. And then the tweezers are like the wishbone. The wishbone is like the fishbone. The fishbone is like the sardines packed in a can in the subway. So we're making progress because I like all of these. We got the fisherman and the boat. The boat connecting to the fisherman. Subway is connected to the 4 chairs, 5 people. Because there's too many people. It's like the same thing. It's like, it's crowded. It's crowded. What this person is doing a search at an encyclopedia. That's going to be a really tough one on a smartphone. I don't understand what that's supposed to represent. And then we have the door lock. We have the one-arm bandit, or the slot machine. What are the names of the okay, so you think it's a notification and it's connected to maybe to the Rolodex, right? This thing with an arm on it. Could that be related to the people playing musical chairs? And then we just have a door. I guess this is a door, and so is this. This is a form of a door. This is definitely next to that, because these are both doors. We're gonna have to look. I mean, we know some of this is stuff that's right. We know some of it's wrong. Let's just take a look. If we hopefully get enough information. All right, I think we're doing okay. slot machine rolls, and so does the door. Yeah, I think you're right. Well, because you're right. That sliding door was not next to what I thought it was. They were both doors. These three. Okay, so we got the fisherman to the boat, to the tweezers, to that. I can't believe that I was wrong that the wishbone did not hook up to the fish bones, but it didn't. The wishbone might hook up to. Okay, yeah. So the things we still have the fisherman net. Oh, the fisherman's hooking up to the fish. So that means the fish goes there, this goes there, and that goes there. The fisherman is hooking up to the fish. That's kind of dumb. Da 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 da. So we know that goes there, and this goes here. Because these do hook up, so I'm sure of that one. The fisherman, the fish. How do we not connect that? I know. Whatever. Well, I did. It's not you. I'm going quicker than you can probably keep up. All right, so we know these are connected. Let's see what we got, but not, and these are, I think these are right now on the right side. But let's see, musical chairs. And then this door is, and these are connected, but not where they are now. I'm just thinking like making a wish is related to placing a bet on the slot machine. You know what I mean? Maybe. But we know this door is not related to... I think this is the lock screen. Hello. Uh-oh. It crashed. I think this is the lock screen, and that's a locked door kind of thing. You know what I mean? Is that right? I don't know. Let's just try it. It's going to be close. Yeah, it wasn't quite right. All right. I didn't know what these were, but that's not quite a win. First I want to check out what today's stats. What's considered an easy one. Those stats are so yeah, you told me how to. Those stats are so random, I think. How they link again? Ship in a bottle. That we got the fisherman. Should have got the fisherman and the sardines. Crowded subway car, obviously packed like this. Can of sardines. Musical chairs are people compete for limited seats. Yes, you kind of got that. Revolving door, playing musical chairs and moving a circular way. Then the Rolodex, also circular. Social media handle. A Rolodex is a pre-digital way of keeping contacts. That's a pretty vague one, but I get it. And then social media handle and door handle. I never got that. Or I thought it was lock screen and locked door, kind of, you know what I mean, or something like that. Slot machine arm and the door handle. This is a hard one. Wishbone and slot machines are things pulled in the hope of being lucky. That I eventually did get, which is kind of a hard one. Tweezers and a wishbone have a similar shape, which I also got. All right, somebody did. I thought it was fun. I don't mind not getting them every day. All right. You thought I'd forget the New York Times connections because you probably thought I was gonna, but I'm not. It's the last kind of competitive one before we do the octoral. All right, so we have 16 items, short phrases, words and or short phrases. We got to break these up into 4 groups of 4 by affinity, but we don't know what the affinities are. We got to figure those out. I got to figure my last Diet Coke board here. And there's often a fake 5th affinity group, which I get bit. That was a win for you. Whatever. It's a, you know, I don't mind. It's whatever. We're not winning anything. We're just trying to keep our heads above water. You know what I'm saying? All right. I want to read these off. Let you know if you think there's a affinity group that really screams out to you. Okay. Grinch, beanstalk, stage, lanyard, hightail, leg, soundtrack, hotfoot, beat, stretch, fried, chamomile, spent, eyeshadow, phase, and worn out. I mean, worn out, fried, beat, and spent. What do you think of that one? Okay, you got, yeah, we both got that. We both typed at the exact same time. I mean, that seems like the obvious one. Before we do it, what I want to do is see if there's something that one of these, first of all, none of these, there's no like a 5th one that kind of fits into that category. So I do like it. But want to see it's like, could there be something fried something? All right, let's try it. I mean, we don't have all day anyway. If it's the wrong one, we'll learn something. But that was not the wrong one. That's one of the. So that's good. So we're not going to get bit by a fifth affinity group because it always has 4 items in it. All right, hightail. I mean, hightail out of there. Hot foot out of someplace. Grinch who scold Grinch. I mean, it doesn't really fit unless you have Jack and the Beanstalk, Grinch. I don't know who theirs. Things ending with measurements. Okay, yeah, yard, mile, inch, and foot, right? You got it. Yeah, it's definitely that's a good one. Obviously, okay, good one. Yeah, wordplay. So yeah, because I think Grinch. I was about to get to the point where I was like, Grinch is not the character; it's some wordplay, which means it's either grin, like a happy, like grin. The first part is grin, or the second part is inch. And then you start looking for other things that might either start with a happy word. I was looking for those, but didn't find any, or end in inch of thing. But we found it. We got around to it. All right, we're doing good today. We have not used anything. Let's do a shuffle here. Phase, beanstalk, stage, soundtrack, stretch, eyeshadow, leg, and hightail. Let's see. I mean, these have, yeah, I think this is, well, track, stalk, shadow, and tail. So these end in trying to find somebody, ending in it to follow secretly. Pretty easy today. Let's figure out what, I think this is probably an easy one. Let's figure out before we get our perfect score here, what stretch, phase, leg, and stage refer to. What is the affinity group? I mean, it doesn't matter if we don't get it, but I kind of like to get it. I don't know offhand. Oh, they're all okay. They're all intervals. It's pretty dumb. It's pretty obvious. They're intervals. Stretch is interval, phase interval, leg, or stage. These are intervals. It's actually pretty easy. I don't know why I was, or segment, whatever. Interval, segment. Look, that's a perfect freaking game. All right, we're moving on because I'm gonna do the last game right now, which is an Octurtle. Just gonna run through it pretty quickly. We'll do the extra hard one. It's the rescue. And that will be it for the brain games. I'm going to be taking a short break and whipping my nylon string electric guitar out. Very rare do I do that. Let's say this one here, lower left, FL, no vowels, but we haven't used O or U. So it could be flout, FLOUT. But it could be, you know what? Let's just try flout because it'll give, even if it's wrong, it gives us the 2 vowels that we really need. And it was right. So that's even better. Okay, now that's a good start. Here's a word here that we have all 4 letters. It's blank, LEAD. It could be plead. And there's literally nothing else it could be. So that's good because it'll give us the PO, which was also used a lot. And then we have a word that, this is going to sound like it's going to be easy because USKY, but it could be husky. Actually, it could be dusky, but there's no D in it. Oh, or musky. Musky and husky are both in the dictionary. Because it's a 50-50, yeah, it could be musky or husky. We haven't used H. 50-50, not going to do it yet. One of these words might have an M or an H in it, and that might be easier to suss out. Let's see, we have something RE, something IT, because I think this word is going to suss out the M, because it's going to be remit, REMIT. Once we use the M, we can go, oh, is there an M? Oh, there is. So we know you're right. It's musky. It's not husky. Could have been husky until we did that M word. So what I'm trying to do is eliminate any doubt there. Okay, again, OUST. Only a limited number of words that are OUST. And joust is one of them. Right? Yeah, it has to be joust. The joust, the J is never going to be useful in any of the words, but at least there's only one word that fits that category. Okay, we got 3 left, and we actually have 4 guesses. We're ahead of the game, but let's not fuck up here. All right, so we know, let's see, we with a P and an I, and there's an A and a C to place. And it could be panic. Oh, you got it. All right, that's a community win. I see you said panic right before I said it. And so we're going to try and see if the community is correct. By community, I mean that guy over there. It was, and that's good. We never used the N before, and it appears in this word, which would have been a hard word if we hadn't done it. It's venue. I mean, I would have figured out it was venue. And we have 2 guesses to get the last word, so we're definitely going to win this one today. I can tell you what it is. It's spoil. It's not even any. You wouldn't even have to know English from the number of clues you have here. It's only one place all these letters can go. So that was not only a win of the, as always, that was a big win because we had one guess left over. You see, Bill was spoiled. If we got it wrong, I would have got another second guess. So that's a win +1. Win +1 is as good as you can do. It means we didn't get any incorrect guesses. We started with flout. We went to remit. We had to plead. We had to musky. We got joust. Remit, musky, joust, venue, and spoil without getting it wrong. So that was a really win. But the point is, they weren't all wins. And again, if they were all wins, it's a mixed bag. If they were all wins every single time, I would find it dull. We'd have to find something harder to do. But that's it for the big brain games for today. Thanks for coming by, and thanks for coming by and assisting if you did, which you did, which I remember many people did for quite a few things here. Whatever. But it was a giggle. It was a win overall because I had a good time, and that's the most important thing. I had a good time, and I had such a good time. We're gonna do the big brain games again tomorrow. It's Sunday, and it's gonna be like the hardest trivia game. By the way, today's trivia game was a win for me. 2,200 points almost. I haven't had one of those. I think their questions are getting harder on the trivia quiz. All right, I'm gonna go into let me just switch over to the music category. I'm gonna take a little break here. Music category for the guitar day. We'll be talking about guitars, not guitars. The specific one, had a good time, and it's a different one. I don't really play it often, so it'll be a little different, and we'll chat about it. Maybe play some songs or some folk songs. I don't know. Maybe a little finger picking. All right, I'll see you on the other side of my mid-roll. Alrighty, how you guys doing? Let me get my cameras in here. Smashing pumpkins. No, no smashing pumpkins. This way here should be good. Alright, smashing. I don't remember the song. All right, let's get into a little bit. I got the audio on. Talk about guitars, do a little TED Talk. I've got roughly 16. This is one of them, guitars. It's a very unusual guitar. It's not one of a kind. They make a bunch of these. It's called made by a Canadian company called Godin. It's not Godin. It's Godin. That makes a lot of really unusual normal guitars and also very unusual ones. They kind of don't want to make normal typical guitars, and I'd never seen this one before. I went to a couple of Leonard Cohen concerts, some decades ago in the 2000s. Leonard Cohen being one of my musical gods, not necessarily a guitar god, but a singing and musical songwriting. Absolutely, man. This is what. That's Christopher Guest. I think it's actually probably better guitar picked. You gotta learn how to do a little more finger picking. Anyway, so it's the Godin. It's got a very long name because it's the specific variation of it. It's a Godin Multiac ACSSA Nylon Slim. The Multiac is the body shape. The ACSSA is the specific electronics passing, because it needs electronics passing. Synth SA for synth access, so you can plug this into a guitar synthesizer. Slim is the neck profile, so it's closer to an acoustic neck. Never knew how to use a pick. I mean, I started as a finger picker, and then I was like, and then I I didn't like it because I was just strumming with the pick. I was just going. And when you're just strumming the pick's not really doing much except creating a lot of extra volume that you don't need. But then I learned to pick. And I really appreciate what the pick does for the tonal variation. Anyway, the way this guitar works, it's very heavily dependent. It is unlike almost just about any other kind of nylon string guitar you're going to see, which are classical bodied or a hollow bodied or something like that, or just a regular old nylon string acoustic guitar, the basic kind. This is a solid body guitar, which means it doesn't have any sound on its own. What it's doing is has piezoelectric pickups. There's the saddle pickups. There's little gold things there. Each one is an individual piezoelectric crystal pickup that detects the vibration of the string directly into that, and then all 6 of them are mixed together to hear the sound you're saying, along with some other electronics. It's very so there's no wood tone to it. But if I am going to pick, I like to use the, I do like to capo it usually. So this was a personal choice. This particular guitar and in color, he used on stage, Leonard Cohen. I'm not sure. I might have a little too much special effects on this one. Secret of life is enjoying passage of time. Second. Any fool can do it. There ain't nothing to it. Nobody knows how we got to top of the hill. Since we're on our way down, might as well enjoy the ride. Secret of love isn't opening up your heart. It's okay to feel afraid. Don't let that stand in your way. 'Cause everyone knows, nobody knows. I don't remember the lyrics after that. I'm actually going to bring them up, though. I'm having a good time singing that song. It's James Taylor's Secret Life. We're going off that part. I've got most of it. I haven't played in a long time. Secret of Life. Lyrics. Where does it go after that? It's... What? Secret of love isn't open. It didn't get that far. Up your heart. It's okay to feel afraid, but don't let that stand in your way. 'Cause anyone knows that love is the only road. Since we're only here for a while, might as well show some style. Give us a smile, isn't it a lovely ride? Gliding down, I'll be sliding down. Try not to try too hard, it's just a lovely ride. The thing about time is that time isn't really real. It's just your point of view. How does it feel for you? Einstein said he could never understand it all. Planets spinning through space. A smile upon your face. Welcome to the human race. Isn't it a lovely life? Gliding down, I'll be sliding down. Try not to try too hard. It's just a lovely ride. All right, I'm actually going to try to play along with this guitar to the some karaoke songs. I'll see how it goes. Probably it's fun because I'm only playing I'm playing the rhythm section. Not trying to do obviously the not trying to do the lead guitar anyway. I think we do this on keyboard too. Save those. It's a fun song to sing, I guess. I like the way your sparkling earrings lay Yes, I'm already standing on the ground. Ooh, whoa, whoa, the stain of a sustain. All right, we'll do this one too. Well, I tried to make it Sunday, but I got so damn depressed that I set my sights on Monday, and I got myself undressed. I ain't ready for the altar, but I do agree there's times when a woman sure can be a friend of mine. When I keep on thinking about you, Sister Golden hair surprise, and I just can't live without you. Can't you see it in my eyes? I've been one more correspondent. I've been too hard to find, but it doesn't mean you ain't been on my mind. Will you meet me in the middle when you meet me in the air? Will you love me just a little, just enough to show you care? When I try to fake it, I don't mind saying I just can't make it. When I keep on thinking about you, Sister Golden, dear surprise, and I just can't live without you. Can't you see it in my eyes? I've been one more correspondent. I've been too hard to find, but it doesn't mean you ain't been on my mind. Will you meet me in the middle? Will you meet me in the air? Will you love me just a little, just enough to show you care? When I try to fake it, I don't mind saying I just can't make it. Kind of interesting to play it on that version. I want to do. I don't want to do this one yet. Hold on, maybe later. What else we got here? Oh, definitely gonna do Torn. Oh, hell yeah. I saw a man out tonight. He was warm, he came around, he was dignified. He showed me what it was to cry, but you couldn't be that man I adored. You don't seem to know, seem to care what your heart is for. I don't know him anymore, there's nothing where he used to lie. My conversation has run dry. That's what's going on. Nothing's fine, I'm torn, I'm out of pain. This is how I feel. Cold and empty, lying naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. Wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. You're a little late, I'm already torn. So I guess the fortune teller's right. I should have seen just what was there, not some holy light. But you told me beneath my veins and now I don't care. I have no love, I don't miss it all that much. There's just so many things that I can't touch. I'm torn, I'm out of faith. This is how I feel. Golden eyes, lying naked on the floor. Vision never changed into something real. Wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. Here a little late, I'm already torn. Nice. Go for tomorrow. Turn the volume down. I told you hit the mute button. There's nothing where you used to lie. My inspiration has run dry. That's what's going on. Nothing's right, I'm torn. I'm out of faith. This is how I feel. Cold and I am chained. I am naked on the road. Vision never changed into something real. Wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. Yeah, I'm gonna go like it. I'm out of faith. This is how I feel. Cold and I'm ashamed. Down and broken on the road. I'm already torn. Sometimes I fear the fear of uncertainty, staying clear. God, we done that to help myself how much I put fear. Take the wheel and steer. It's not just usage. It's driven me before. It seems to have a vague, haunting mass appeal. Flipping, I'm beginning to find out I should be the one behind the wheel. Whenever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. Open arms and open eyes, yeah. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. I'll be there. So if I decide to wait on my chance to be one of the hive, will I choose water over wine, and hold my own and drive. It's driven the way that the one else gets around. Leave me home for you to follow when I drive and sail my life found. Never to my road brings, I'll be there. Open arms and open eyes. Never to my road brings, I'll be there. I'll be there. Open arms and open eyes, yeah. Never to my heart, always, I'll be there. I'll be there. All right, that's it. My voice is done for the day, but I want to do some Lego anyway, so it was a fun time. You know, I play the guitar. This guitar, you know, it's real different. It has its uses, but it's not as flexible as just a regular electric guitar. You know, in the kinds of way you can play it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All right, let me go to for a second here. I'm going to do this because I'm switching gears. I will not leave these in-ear monitors. Those are pretty good, by the way. Switching to in-ear monitors from headphones, I think, makes it easier to hear how shitty my voice is. In other words, it's easier to kind of try to keep in the correct key. These are cheap. These are $50 Amazon ones. I want to get the new. They're Sonys. They're these Sonys. These are not that good. They're these Sonys that are coming out next month. These are Chinese made. I don't think there's even a brand on them. It says KZ7S10 Pro. I mean, does it have a name on it? No, it doesn't have the manufacturer. I just bought them. I can tell you in a second. They were very, you know, they're not the super cheap ones. They're not the super cheap ones, but they're not the expensive ones. Yeah, the new Sonys that are coming out there that I'm probably gonna get are $120, which is cheap for IMs. But these are $50, so they're super cheap. But they're definitely IMs. They're made with multiple. They have multiple driver configurations, blah blah blah, wired that a typical IM has, and they definitely sound okay. I think I'll be able to find something better. But most importantly, they get the sound right in. There's no nothing coloring the sound. So the headphones. All right, put this down here. Plug this here. Gonna do some Lego. Fast unplug. Very good. All right. So one of the things I want to do before forgetting is to actually switch categories. There is a category for Lego. It's called Lego and Brick Building, and that's what I'm going to be doing for like the next hour. Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. I guess you have to leave the pizza dough overnight. It's not like you can make it and cook it right then. It's part of the process is it has to sit because the yeast has to kind of do its thing in the refrigerator overnight. And it'll be great tomorrow. But yeah, you can keep it longer than a day, but you can't. It has to be like at least one day out. And then that's the thing about pizza dough. You kind of have to plan ahead. That's why restaurants are good at what they do. Is because they make the dough the previous day. Anyway, blah blah blah. All right, setting up my camera here. I'm gonna move my mic around so I kind of hear. It's a bunch of shit I gotta do, so relax. It won't be a Lego building for like a good solid 5 minutes. If you're here for like, okay, move my camera that way. When I'm sitting on the floor, you can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm going to experiment with bringing a table in because I find actually trying to build on the floor, a little small table, I'll show you, is tough for my legs, the circulation of my legs. And I have a little table I can use. This one right here. Glass table. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to build it on this like that. This goes way up here. Very good. Okay, getting there. Gonna move my instrument only camera. Okay, there you go. There you go. Okay, I must go with this here. And finally, my open up my. I use my my iPad as a way to watch my chat on Twitch. Now YouTube, I really can't watch. Sorry. Okay, there's me doing my thing. Perfect. There's my chat. Should anyone chat? Oh, you can't have it out because you're making cal, or you can make. Okay, sorry. Now I'm catching up with it. I'm catching up with chat because I'm making things. Blah blah. Why are you chatting? All right. Let's see. So there's this one. I'll put this one over here. Better lighting here. Put this over this one here. All right. I got to bring over what I've constructed so far. Well, you saw it. There's the base. Something like that right there. We're just gonna need the chassis. This is the part. Gonna be the chassis here. Okay. So let's see. Sorry about that shadow, but the shadow is really helpful for me because it helps see see the parts. Okay, so where is our book? Oh shit! There. Let me get the instructions, and we're gonna build 2 bags. So yesterday we built bags 1 and 2. So today we're gonna build. Guess what? 3 and 4. Hopefully. Let me get that here. So this is bag number 4. And these are big ones. So that we'll make, 4 is the normal size. Bag, this one's got a lot of shit. Okay, so I think this will be good though, because I think it'll be closer to my eyesight. Okay, doing it here. Just have to be careful. I mean, if they roll off and hit the floor, it's fine because it's carpeted, so they're not going to go anywhere. Okay, so there's the big ones. Let's spread all this out. Nothing's hiding too much. And then one little one. That. Make sure these little rolly things tend to roll around. They're not going to roll. A lot of pieces on this one. This bag 3 is going to take a while. And another part of bag 3. But actually, it'll probably start kind of looking like a telescope at some point. Maybe not to bag 3, not till we get to further in. But it's going to probably take 5 sessions. All right, so bag. Let's see, book. I'm going to start. Okay, here we are. Section number 3. We're also going to need some things that are in the box. Some out. We'll get to that. Some sticks and stuff. Okay, so we start with this piece here. Very good. We've got that right there. Let's see. We're gonna need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's nice that they're closer to my face than on the floor when I'm sitting like this. It definitely makes them kind of easier to see things. Okay, I'm already going 1 step too far. We'll get to the second step. First, we need these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so they're gonna go. Okay, so we gotta make sure there's an orientation. This green thing is the orientation. It's gonna go here. Hello. But I enjoy kind of the basic feeling of putting the pieces together as satisfaction. And here, these can only face one direction, really. Facing out, and then these guys are gonna kind of also face the only way they can is corner units. Only go one way. That point's kind of nice. Somebody's using the air thing in the neighborhood. Okay, step 270 is done. All right, so now we're gonna need 3. What are these? 3, just these. So 1. Yep, that's 1. That's 2. So it's gonna be a third one here. There's 3 and 3. These guys. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay, so we got these guys. What are we gonna do with them? So first we're gonna make these little sandwiches. 3 of those. Yeah, I have. You know, as I say, I can definitely afford to buy a few sets a year. If you can afford to buy a guitar every year, you know what I'm saying? You can afford to buy a few sets a year, but it's a justification. But and you know, obviously I don't want to buy all the sets that I could buy because I don't have. It's mainly because I don't have room. But I put in new shelves in my spare bedroom just for Lego, and it's getting kind of crazy. So the main issue I have is it someplace where I can imagine it going, like sitting, and I'd be able to appreciate it. Okay, so are these all on like they're supposed to? Okay, that's step 71. Can't really see the book there. Maybe if you want to that way. Well, I mean, well, yeah, that's fine. Spend money on it what you want to. Because I don't spend a huge percentage of my income on Lego, and when I do, you're gonna see me because I'll build it on. Almost all the Lego I've gotten in the last couple of years I built on the stream. Okay, so what are these things? Are these flat tops? These are flat tops. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4x1 flat tops, and they're gonna go real close to where we just put those items, right behind these on the red guys there. 1, 2, and 3. So now 3 flat tops there. Okay, step 73. 1 more flat top. This is going on the front. Gotcha. It's 1 more of these, but that goes here. Interesting. Okay. All right, now we're going to build a sub-assembly, which is going to be one of the sides, I believe, of the actual telescope. So we're going to put this over the side over here. I don't need it for now. Need the room. All right, so we're gonna need 1. Let's see, 6x1, yeah, and this square there. Okay, it shows it going on like that, and then 2 of these guys going underneath. 1, 2. But yeah, I mean, it's you know, there was I don't think time more than 5 or 6 years ago when I've not in the slightest bit ever considered buying a Lego. Okay, so this piece, this looks right for 75, 76. We need another one of these. There it is. And it's gonna go next to that. Nope. Well, it doesn't matter. I might get this one to go here. Okay, so building that piece there. Looks exactly like this picture should be. 77. All right, we're gonna need this board and this board here. Oh yeah, it's gonna go like that, and then this will kind of hold them together a little bit. Sort of barely, but that's fine. It's gonna be a little board there. Okay. 1 of these, right? There's multiple colors of that. No. But 3 of these guys here, brightly colored. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the blue ones or cyan ones should go that way. Boom, boom. Oh, we need 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5 of those go over there. And then the 6th one is a gray, dark gray color. That makes this item we find in step 70H. Perfecto. Yep, that's what it looks like. Okay, now we're gonna need 1. What is that? just a 6x1. I think it's this here. Go underneath there. Like that. Excellent. All right, I'm doing one of these and just a regular 2x2. Which might be somewhere else. Like here's a 2x2. Perfect. That'll use. All right, how's that going to go? So the 2x2 goes there. The long piece goes here. Let's make that shape there. Perfecto. All right, we got to get some things here. 2 little wedges, 1x1 wedges. Here's those. Okay, looks like there's 2 wedges right there. No, that's not a wedge. Like another wedge. Here's a wedge. 1x1 wedge. 2 of these little dudes, like this guy. Very common piece. 2 of those. All right, so we only need 1. And 2 1x1 grippers. Here they are. Okay, all right, we got everything we need for the next step. So let's see. The grippers are gonna go here, right? And here. This piece is gonna go here, there, and these wedge pieces are gonna go with the flat part facing out to make that shape in 81. I think we got it. Okay, 82. We're gonna need 4 of what kind of covers? These kind of covers. There's 2 different kinds here. So it's the short covers, right? Here's the long covers, right? And then there's short covers, right? There's a lot of long covers. Where's the short covers? Right, how many do we need? 4. Okay, well, there's 2, 3. I'm sure there's another one out here somewhere. These are long covers. Long covers. Here's another short cover. Okay, got the 4 pieces I need. And they're gonna go on here. 1, 2. Yeah, definitely built a lot of stuff like Star Wars stuff that looks like it's, you know, outer space, and you definitely get the same kind of piece structures. Okay, that looks like it's supposed to. And now we need one, like a T-bar thingy. Okay, that's here. And that's gonna go in there, right? Like that. And then, all right, we got 12 of these things. These are gonna go how? Like that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is where it goes, you know, piece building goes fast because it's just a whole bunch of stuff that are the same. Where's the last 2? There's 1. And last 1. Here. 12 of those. Beautiful. We have now made the subassembly. All right, so we're going to marry this to the chassis in the back. Okay, the green's in the front, and that's in the back. And where is it going to go? Somewhere right around here. I mean, is that on? It is on. I think that's, according to the picture, where it is supposed to connect. Yeah. Yeah, and it's okay. So it connects to the side here, but it's on. Nice. All right, so now we're going to take this frame and this 1x4, put them together, and then that's gonna go in somewhere. I think like here, according to the picture. Yep. Okay, now we're continuing to build stuff. All right, so we're gonna take this piece here, one of those, one of these. That's gonna go on like that. another one of them. That's going to go underneath like that. And it's going to go on the top to make this kind of sandwich piece there. All right, so now we're going to need something a little unusual. Two of these gray little cap dudes, and that's one. Here's another one. And this kind of weird little piece. There's a weird piece here. It is. Voila. So that goes there, and then the caps are going to go onto these. There, to make this piece is in 88. Yeah, looks pretty good. Perfecto. All right, so now we're going to need a wedge. Here's a wedge. Two of these guys. 1, 2. Perfect. And two of these just plain flat ones. Okay. So that's going to go to there. This little wedge dude is going to go here. Facing that way. Then there's nothing. Then there's this cap. And these two flat caps. And it should hang out there. And then this other one goes to the bottom to make exactly this shape here. Very nice. All right, now we got to bring a bunch of stuff together. Okay, we need a thingy. I think it looks like this. One of those. One of these. Just regular black 2x1s. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 3 of those. 2 of these guys. 1, 2. Perfect. 1 of these. And 1 of these. All right, now we'll put those together. So we start with this. These two dudes go on top of that guy. The same orientation like that. And then put another one on top of that and put the yellow thing there to make that, and then this goes on top of like facing that way, and the yellow one, the red thing goes in there to make that. Okay, yep, that's what it looks like. And now it's gonna go some direction. Where's your arrow? Oh, I didn't do a point right. This goes here first. And I fixed it. Now to make that shape, and then that goes. Oh, yeah, it's gonna fit. It's gonna go like that. Make that shape. Okay, spin this. Seriously, this thing is gonna go where? Okay. Building kind of the outside of that Hubble Space Telescope. That's what it's going to be. Nope, it just shows us assembling that. All right, keep going. We got a whole bag, half this bag, and a whole nother bag to go. Well, I'll probably take a break between that and bag 4 because, you know, it's about my limit. It's just not moving around too much. Okay, this one goes here. We're going to build another one of these arms. We got like 4 of these arms to build, so let's just hurry up and build them. Or, you know, structures. This one goes here. This thing goes here in this case. We need 2 of these little cap dudes. Flat cap guys. There's one. Another little flat cap dude. I'm sure is hiding around here somewhere. There's something else. Flat cap. Sure, it's under something here. It's very, very small. So it should be separate. Should be in there. Right? Shows 2 of those, right? Bet I have a spare one. Let's see. Cap, blah, 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 move along. Close enough. I think I'll find another one. Okay. All right. All right, what's the next thing here? We're going to need one of these. Two of these. Two of these. One, two. All right, so that's going to go this way. That's going to be there. This is going to be here. Skip a spot. Put that there. Two of these. One, two. Goes there. I'm going to build another thingy here. This is going to go facing the same way. Put another one on top. This yellow thing goes here. We have the angle bracket thingy I'm going to need here. Angle bracket's going to go facing that way. Another black too. We have this red guy on top. That shape, right? Perfect. And that's going to go underneath here. Facing that way. Okay, made another one of these little arm thingies. That's going to go on here. So we're going to put them like that. And push them in there. And there you go. Another arm. Or segment. Curved segment. I don't know. It's flat, but it's going to look curved when they're all together. You know what I mean? Okay, so now we're going to need some interesting pieces. We're getting almost done with this. We're going to need, what, two of these? One and two. I've got two of those. We need one stick. And the sticks are in here, but they're different length. So do they have... And they do bend. I'm not sure what the length is. We'll figure that out. Do they not show the size because there's two different sizes of these sticks? Right, there's only two different sizes. There's a short one and a long one. This must be the short ones. Alright, so what are you supposed to do here? Take a short one. Two of those guys. Two, oh yeah, we need more pieces. Two, one of these, two of these, one of these, two. And then two of these kind of barrels, small barrels, one, two. Okay. Very good. So we got all the pieces. All right, so holding this piece like this. Insert the barrel that into there. And then this piece goes that way. Step 3. Place this into here, right? Like that. Then the other one, okay, this one, that goes into there. This faces that direction. And then this goes into here. Not too far though. Alright, so I think that's what it's supposed to look like. And then it's going to stretch. Okay, I'm going to go across here. And do something here. Okay, I guess we do one side here. Let's see how this works. Push that in and make that nice and tight. I'm going to do the same on the other side. That's what it's exactly what it's supposed to look like, according to this picture here. Very nice. We're done. We're done with this. Even that little thing is a little, I don't know. It's a stretchy thing. It helps. Also, the illusion that it's circular. You know, it's strongly curved. Okay, one of these. Like this guy here. 7 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. We got 7 of those. Perfecto. 7. one, this guy here, the other dude. Let's see, this fellow here in white, and two of these round ribbons. All right, we have everything we need right here. Right, y'all. Okay, so start with this guy, put the red dude on top of him. And then we put this in which way? I guess you have to put them in this way. That's 1, 2. Again, there's another step here. You start with this. Put this black one in the middle, like that. And then this goes on top of that. And the red one goes on top of that, like that. Start making a sandwich like that. And then this goes through it, I think is what they're trying to tell me here. And I think this is supposed to be kind of the mirror or something like that. Am I putting everything the right way? Yeah, I'm just double checking here. It does look like the picture. Okay, so we're just going to stack these on 7 of these. 1, 2. Some internal scientific instrument for the Hubble Space Telescope that we're building here. Let's see if these all fit. 5. They're just barely going to fit. 6. And 7. You just barely, you gotta squeeze them on there. All right, perfect. That's exactly what it's supposed to look like. All right, so where is this supposed to go? Hold this here. This thing has to go in, I think, sideways. Oof. And like, I think like this. So the picture. Yep, looks like the picture. Looks like that picture right there. We got plenty of building to do. Probably like almost an hour. Maybe not quite that long. Okay, let's do another one of these. We got this guy here. He goes there. This guy goes underneath him. And there's another one on top. There. Okay, now we don't have quite the same needs. This one goes here. 2 grippers. Gripper number 1. Gripper number 2. Okay. Oh, now we need one of these. That's the right one there. Something else that I think looks like this. And 2 of these. Perfecto. And 1 of these. Okay, so that's going to go in here. So doohickey. Well, let's see what we got here. This is going to go like that. This is going to go here. And then this one's going to go facing that way. And another one here to make that shape. Done. Okay, so now we're going to add 2. This piece here, right? Facing that way. It's important. The facing is important. That goes here. This goes here. Perfect. To make that shape. What? Did I do it the right way? Yeah, I did. And then we need 1 of these. That goes on top of there. And this yellow piece is going to fit on here. Make that shape. Perfecto. We need that guy here. He's going to go on top. And another one of those, very similar to what we built already. And the red dude. At the top there. Okay, so piece 108 looks like exactly like it's supposed to. Yes. But we got more stuff to build here. Okay, so now 1 of these. One by 1 gripper. And 1 of these. We got a bunch of these. So start with the gripper. Goes on to the 1 by 1. And then this goes on top of that. Look at that. And that's going to go here. That. To make that shape there. And that's going to go onto here, facing that way. Perfect. Okay, and now we got to establish this one's going to go somewhere. It's going to go on this side here. So like that. And then you push it in, right? That's almost good. Got it. Okay, just make sure everything here is put together correctly. Okay, so that's going to go in here. And this is going to go. It just barely fits. And when I was right, it almost did something wrong, but I don't think so. Oh, I think it's just, yeah, it's just not quite in. It looks like it's in correctly. These are very fragile. Until we get them all built in, but it's fine. Okay, I think this piece is going to be right. Yeah, I'm going to take it off and take a look at it here. Oh, I see what's going on here. There is an issue. Got it. Okay, I figured something out here. Give me a second. I found my missing piece. It was jammed in there. I got it. Okay, that's cool. Engineering. And then it was not going to fit quite right. Found that little missing piece. This one here. Okay. It was jammed into the bottom of that one and preventing it from seating it correctly. You always know if something's not going on quite right, you know, look at it again. Yeah, see, now it goes on perfectly fine. Okay. And then the other thing here is I can fix this piece here. Put the correct piece on. Yep. Perfect. All right, moving on. Lots of stuff to do. Oh, hi, Amy. By the way, sorry I haven't responded to you. This, by the way, I don't know if you're still here. This, by the way, is the brand new kit. It's called the Lego. It's called the Hubble Space Telescope. Just came out this week. Designing your own Lego is impressive, man. That's what I can say. But these kits are great. I like taking my time. There's so many details. You're not going to see any of the stuff on the inside. We got a small problem here. Piece that is. I'm going to come out. I think I can get it back in. Yeah. Because it doesn't really fit in that well. You just have to squeeze it in. Okay, what do I do here? Make sure everything is back to where it's supposed to be. What is this? This one's off too. Going down, possibly. That should be fine. It's a complicated internal system here, and I think, you know, you might make sure everything aligns right, but it is appearing to align correctly. But anyway, we still got more to build. All right, let's build the next section here. All right, this one, we're getting good at this. Yeah, this is the second build. I do 2 bags at a time. I think they're 10 bags, 9 or 10 bags, so it's gonna be 5 builds. This is gonna go here to make this final arm thingy. This is gonna go here. And we have 2 1x1 grippers. Oops, not that way though. This way. 1x1 grippers. This guy goes in there facing that way apparently. Little missile thing. And then we're gonna have another cap piece. This piece is gonna go kind of facing out like that, I think. 1x1 cap. And the last little cap piece there. We're getting almost done with bag number 4, and then we're gonna do bag number, or 3, then we'll do bag number 4. This is bag number 3. 2 of these. 1 of these. So we start like this, face this back that direction. These go on the top of it, facing that way. There's definitely a facing right and a wrong facing. That's the right facing. Okay, then we have another of these. This yellow down front. Basically, we've done this 9 times. A lot of symmetry here. Well, 3 times. This guy is going to go facing that way. Another black guy, another red guy. Basically, it's the exact same. Okay, then we're going to do the same thing which we did before. We'll take this, put that together with that. Place another one of these on top of it. Very nice. Make whatever the heck that's supposed to be. Okay, that's going to go on. Let's see, hold this that direction, and then this goes on like that. Make kind of a complicated shape there. Then that's going to go on. Put this to the back side. Red only faces one possible way, which is that way. And finally, well, I get to read something. You know, they put little quips, fun little factoids, I guess, about whatever you're building. Right? Something came off. That's supposed to be there, I think. There it goes. You know what? Close enough. Okay, let's make sure those are all in good. I think that's the end. All right, so they have a little, like, little factoids. Lost in space, a GPS covering the universe wouldn't probably be ready for a while. To date, a mere 0.1% of the sky has been observed. So it's really not about the Hubble Space Telescope, but about the state of astronomy in general, whatever. Okay, that's it. I believe we've used everything in bag 3. In case I missed anything, it's telling us to open bag 4, and we are making significant progress. But this is another big bag, and I do like to get through to 2 bags at a time. Sitting, I might have to stand up and have a little drink, stretch my legs a bit, because I've been sitting here for an hour. But let me just get these pieces out here. Okay, so there's the big pieces in bag 4. Here's the little pieces. Almost lost one there. Those are all going to want to roll. Round pieces in here. Very good. All right, I'm going to stand up and walk around a bit. But don't go away on this, you know what I mean. You can go away. It is what it is. It's fun. It's another fun, wild, and crazy Lego building session. All right, standing is good. Moving around is good. And we'll throw some trash away. It'll be fun. More Lego building, even though it is what it is. Back four. Okay, we can set aside this piece here because we're going to be building a large subway of some kind. All right, let's get started. Piece number one. And piece number two is going to be, it's white, so it should be easy to pick out. Or it's clear, right? It's not white. I'm looking for a white piece. But I think these are clear pieces. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Okay, so clear piece is going to go. Makes it tricky to see how they're oriented. But there's one there. And one here. If I'm correct, that's what it's supposed to look like. Okay, we have two more. We have a bunch of these clear pieces. And I guess the good thing is either you don't have to worry about this what side it is. They're not the same on both sides. All right, now we need one of these and two of these. One, two. So these are going to go on this board like that. And that, very nice. And then this is going to go on the front of that, like that, to make this shape here. All right, one of these.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
No, I got to turn it this way. Okay, very good. That's what it's supposed to look like, colors-wise. And now we're going to go, let's see, so this one here, this one here, two of those. Okay, now we're going to need one of these and another one of those. That's going to go, this one's going to face outward, obviously, and this will go right behind it. Only place it can go to make that shape. Yeah, so far so good. Okay, so we need one of those, one of these, got them right here. So let's see, this piece is going to go apparently to this. It's going to fit kind of there. It does. And then where is this going to go? Right in the middle. Make step 130. Looks pretty good. Hubble Space Telescope coming together. It's going to be quite a while until it actually comes together, but tomorrow should be another one, but I won't finish it this week. Okay, so two of these. It'll be next weekend, I think, will be the actual finishing. I think these are what it's looking for here. Two of those, and then these guys. Super green. All right, so they're gonna go like that, and this. I'm not sure. Right, kind of curve looking in the right place, and then these are going to get pinned in there. It kind of does look like the picture, so I'm going to assume it's kind of correct there and there. Okay, it does look that way. Now we need four of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have quite a few of them right here. And those are going to build. Again, you got to be careful because these things have holes in them that have to align. So one's going to be there. That one's going to be there. Make sure to align all the holes in these the cross holes. Perfecto. Okay, moving on to the next page. Yeah, this one won't take quite as long as the first bag. We need four of. Okay, I think we need four guys look like that. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, perfect. And they're gonna go here. Very nice. One there. One here. One here. One here. All right, how's this thing looking? Oh, seems to be pretty well put together. All right. Ooh, so another giant side quest here. Starting with this. Put another, we've got a bunch more of these transparent window block thingies. Transparent window block goes there. 2. Okay, oof. Transparent over there. Now we hold it like that. And then this guy goes here. This guy goes here. This guy, though, is going to go facing backwards here. And he'll go right next to home. Okay, this looks like the picture so far. Oh, we got more to do. All right, so we need two of these black cat, again, these guys. We're facing in like that, and like that. That to make that shape. Step 4. Okay, this is a complicated shape. Now we need this guy to be here. I like the complicated shapes. And this guy to be here. Let's say that one more thingy, one more little dealy do. This guy here. I think that's it for that subassembly. Okay, that's gonna go. Something like that. Yep, that actually does all fit together. Is it all like it's supposed to, though? Definitely looks like a thing. Looks like I got a face there, but I don't think it is. It's just a machine. All right, so we're gonna get 2 of these. This tells us the size of that one. 2 of those. We got those 2. And 4 of the grommets. The white ones or the gray ones? I guess we only have white ones, so white ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so those. So let's see. So first we're going to put one on the end, and then slide another to make 2 of them on next to each other. Like one like that. We just do it on the same end. That. Okay, they're gonna go in from the back here. Very nice. All right, one slides through there. And slides through there. Very nice. Oh yeah, all lines up. All the holes are where they're supposed to be. Hopefully. Oh yeah. Satisfying. Hopefully, assuming that's the correct thing to do. But yeah, this is all pinned together now. All right. Oh wait, we got another set of these things are gonna go here. Another one's gonna go here. That shape in step 136. All right. Yep, still looking good. Okay, we need 2. What the hell are those? 2. I guess 2 more of these. These are, I guess, these barrel thingies. I haven't really seen too many of those too often. Okay, how's that gonna go? Okay, barrel thingy. And then white thingy. Barrel thingy. And then white thingy. Okay, there we go. That's about the correct stick out there. Very nice. Okay, now, oh, this is a sub-assembly time. So let's see, hold this like this. The blue thing is gonna go there. And these things are gonna point up. Oof. I gotta carefully look at this picture to position this. As usual, it makes sense once it's in. But until then, the blue thing there, the black thing there, and they're above this red thing. I think they're just on top of it. like that. Like that's where that joins right there. Now I just want to see, does it look like the picture in its proportions? Yeah, you know, it really does. It does look like the picture. You gotta trust it. All right, we're gonna build another one of these funny shaped things for the other side. So let's start. We start with this. We got two of these. All these window pieces. Stack on. Okay, 4 window pieces total stacked on top. Okay. We have this piece and this piece. Hold it this way. Put this one here. This one here. That's going to go on the front of that, like that shape. Then we switch it around that way. And this one's going to go on top of there. Right. Okay, perfecto. Now we have to do, let's see, this piece goes there. This piece goes here. Right. Yep. Okay. This one's going to go here. This one's going to go here. All right. Then we have this guy. And that's going to go right on the front of those. And a little cat dude. Lower middle. Okay. And then these guys, the same thing we did before. You can pre-stick those things in. Stick them in now. And they're going to go here and here to make that shape there. Perfecto. All right, we need 4 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're going to go in the correct facing. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the holes are aligned. Because there is the wrong way and the right way. And that's the right way. And then we need more of these guys to cap it off. 1, 2, 4. Very nice. Still looking like the piece as it's supposed to. Okay, we have a sub-assembly here. Put that to the side. We take these 2 caps. 1 of these. 1 of these. 2 of these. Let's put these aside. 2 more of these we're going to need. 2 of those little hingy guys. There's 1, there's 2. And 2 more of the glass window bricks. Okay, so start with the lime green, baby. Put the window bricks on there. Okay, step 3. Put this that way. 1 of these. These are going to face backwards, kind of. From this angle, at least. It goes there. It goes here. This piece is also going to be in there to make the correct shape, I believe. All right, we're still working on this sub-assembly. It looks good. And let's see, now we're going to do these pieces facing forward. Almost done with bag 4. Oh, we got a ways, but still. That's going to be the Lego building for today and the stream. A nice long, whatever, 3 hours plus stream. I don't really keep track when I'm doing Lego. It goes a long ass time. What can I take here? 2 hours and 49 minutes. I usually go 2 hours and I'm like, I'm died. So, only when I'm doing the Lego do we do the extended streams, but it's kind of fun. All right, so this is going to go stuck on here in there. So you got to like just be careful to go that way. Pop it in. Perfect. Oh, moving along. Okay, take this guy, 2 of these guys. Don't lose them. 1 there. 1 No, he's. Oh yeah, we do this twice. Once and twice. Then they're gonna go through the back, right? That direction. Yeah. So it goes through here. And then into those guys. Yes. Very satisfying. Same thing here. Those guys, everything's nice and snug. Okay, now we're going to do some more building onto this thing. This goes here. This guy goes here. And then we're going to build some more stuff onto it, I think. Okay, just like the other piece. Okay, these little barrels. Barrel 1, barrel 2, more white dude thingies. And one on each of those. Alright, so does that make the shape that I'm looking for here? It does. Okay. Yeah, and that's going to go in the same place on this one. I'm thinking like here. Voila. I mean, it all goes. I think. We'll do a final inspection later to make sure everything kind of isn't tight, but that's... Oh, there's a little bit more. Well, there's more for this bag. Let's finish that. Okay, so we're another sub-assembly. We're getting there. Lots of pieces to get here. Okay, one by one gripper. One of these guys. One of these guys. One of this guy. Two of these. And one of them. All right, everything's together. All right, start with this guy facing that way. Goes onto this guy facing that way. These have orientations. Then the black one's below it. Nice. And black dude on top of it. Perfect. Now this goes on top of this. And that's going to go on top of that. A bunch of these little thingies here. And that's going to go, according to this, basically just right there, like that. Okay, that's the little shape needed. And that's going to go where? Okay, look at the green. That's the orientation. Looks to me like it is going to go right here. That, according to the picture. Yep. Okay. All right, so now we're going to build two little thingies here. Let's start with the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we only have enough for one of these. Anyway. Okay, so start here. Put this piece here. Put that piece across it there. Put these two pieces in there and there. That shape, perfecto. Now we want to build, let's see. That goes, oof, no. Yes, it actually sticks out. Sticks out, cover, and then these are also going to stick down. Got it. Perfecto. And another one of these on the bottom. this 2 times. Okay, so start here, build this here. This goes here. These go under here. This goes 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 here. And this goes under. Like 2 of those. Right. Yes, 2 of these little wingies. And we're done with bag portly for a moment though. Okay, so let's see. That goes here. Yeah, so these are going to go along the top. Let's see how these are going to fit here. Got it. So one is going to be here. If I can find a way to fit it in. And the other is going to be here. Pretty clear where it's supposed to go. See if I can get these to snap in where they're supposed to be. There we go. I think it's coming together like it's supposed to. Typically, yeah, when you get these kind of cap pieces on, everything should be starting to basically be finalized. So you're not going to want to take it apart and start over again at this point. I think we're good. These pieces do fit on. Okay, yeah, that's where that one needs to be pretty much. And there we have part of the body of the lower part. It still goes out quite a ways in front of the Hubble Space Telescope. Yeah, bag 5 is next, and we're not doing bag 5 today because we did bag 3 and 4 today. 5 and 6 will be tomorrow, if you know, all goes well. All right, I'm gonna I'm gonna move over. Give me a couple minutes. I have a minute here just to reconfigure because that's it for the Lego building. I enjoy doing that. I like building Lego. Hold on. Come on, you can do it. There you go. All right. So, give me a second. Everything's messed up over here. Because I didn't, blah, blah. There you go. Okay. Wow, it's kind of exhausting to stream for 3 hours, exactly 3 hours. I always thought it was going to be more because I lose track of time when I'm building a Lego. But it was real good. It turned out good. You may not be able to see what we've been building, so I'm going to show you here. So this is, I mean, there's all these interior little pieces here. You're probably not really going to be able to see much of them that represent little things here. But as we, we're building, it was all colorly. The actual outside structure of the Hubble is just this gray color. So, if you see anything with a color, eventually it's going to get covered up. But we built a ton of it. It's got some really interesting, cool details. I'm just going to go over it a little later and make sure that everything is snugly kind of pushed into everything else. Because sometimes when you build things this complicated, some random thing might get messed up. And you can usually tell in advance because things don't look right. Things don't align correctly on some, it's supposed to be symmetrical. So if there's something that just doesn't look symmetrical, you're like, oh, okay. Okay, looks like everything is snug in there. That's all on the back really snug. So I'm not going to undo this back piece here. There's definitely a little something in there. Oh, this window piece, is that in the right place? Yes, yeah, it is. This piece here is not like aimed, it's not like squeezed out or something. Just checking all that kind of thing here. And these have to be snug on. Looks like they are. No. All right, successful build of the Hubble Space Telescope bags, 3 and 4. So we built the 4 out of, I think, 10 or 9 or 10. I think it's 10. Some of them are pretty small, but there's a lot to build. I'm looking forward to it. Again, we've got the display stand over there, and a really cool minifig. So it's pretty fun. All right. Well, I had a good time. And tomorrow is another stream day. I think the musical performance will be me slapping the piano down and doing Ken's Piano Lounge. Why the heck not? But until then, regular time, 11:30 a.m. my time, Pacific Standard Time. I don't know what time it is your time. You got 23 other time zones you could be in. I don't know which one you're in. But you could do a little math if you can figure things out. So anyway, goodbye. Thanks for coming by. Everyone who came by. We had a really interesting segment today. We flew around some really beautiful terrain of the western side of Norway. We did the brain games. Oh, yeah, some of them were really good, and some of them we totally messed up on. But, it was a community effort. I had a good time. There was me playing that Godin guitar for a while, which I really never played. I probably won't play it again for a while because, it is what it is. It's not one of my favorite. I like electric guitars, the steels. Then there was an hour of building a Lego, and we're just getting started with the Legos, and that's the stream. And this whole thing will be done tomorrow. It's that kind of stuff. It's that kind of like anyway. But between now and then, I'd like to leave you with the following thought: I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long.